Hi, it's Jen Palingra, and I'm doing a short video about my encounter with the Lord. I gave a testimony, it was 10 minutes long. I only have 10 minutes to do these videos because I'm not a YouTube celebrity yet, so then I have to make it kind of quick. And I did not really, give the details of the moment, so I would like to do that and elaborate on my encounter with the Lord, the moment I was born again, and what took place in that moment, in that transaction. Okay, so just back up quick. In the month leading up to September 19th, I was deeper into law of attraction and New Age than I'd ever been, and I was more determined to do things my way than I had ever been. I was dealing with associative whiplash disorder and holistically treating my thyroid cancer. I was doing live streams on Facebook like every morning, and I was trying to develop my brand and promote my ideas and become like, the internet niche sensation with my ideas. On law of attraction, stuff like that. And during all of this, from time to time, I would listen to Doreen Virtue talk about Jesus and Christianity. I really followed her when she was in a New Age. And I rejected what she was saying, but I was listening to it. She was planting a seed. And I was consciously saying, no, I wanted this my way. But I started getting these nightmarish panic attacks. And so at that time, I would just attribute these panic attacks to the stress in my life, the whiplash, which can cause that, and the anxiety. But later on, after I'd been a Christian, once I gave up all of the New Age later on, all of those panic attacks stopped. So there's that. It seems more like a spiritual warfare type of thing. I was also at the time beginning to question what energy is and chi. We talk about energy and energy healing and all of that. And I was like, what is it? I want to know what it is. I always was sort of interested in neuroscience and neurology, to a point, a beginner's point. I wanted to know, and in my live streams in the morning, I would say, like, I want to find the truth. I wanted the truth, and I want to reconcile the empirical with the metaphysical and figure out how do they work together. What is this stuff? But I was still doing law of attraction. I clung to law of attraction with everything in my life. It was my life. So now it's September 2018, and I'm a complete wreck, and I'm desolate, and I am drained, and my eyes look poofy in this light. Sorry. And every time I hear Doreen Virtue talk about Jesus, I go into a massive panic attack, and yet I still think that I know what I'm doing, and I want it my way, and I want my ideas, my vision, my effort, my co-creating with the universe, my control. And the day comes and I find out that 5 months of holistic treatment did nothing. The blood marker, the calcitonin blood marker, had doubled. And now, on top of all that, now I am defeated, disappointed. I had been like gearing myself up for this, sort of trying to fake. It was all fake, but that was my attitude. And now I'm defeated, disappointed, deflated, all those things. So 2 days later, on September 19th, like I said in my first video, I message a friend who is also into all this crazy stuff like this, and I say, I need your blessing, friend. And she sends me a YouTube video of a sermon, a preacher, and it's actually a highlight reel of sermons of this preacher talking about God's love and who God is. And I never heard these ideas before. And then listening to this thing for about 10 minutes, you're not supposed to see the paper. But okay, anyway, I am suddenly overcome with an outpouring of God's love. And it was just pouring into me into my heart, my body, my mind, my being, and I was flooded with it, and I started bawling. I never heard it like this, and I never felt this before in my life. And I was like heave crying, you know, you're heaving and crying all night long, the rest of the night, the next day, and then for the next 2 months. I'm in this like condition of just crying and weeping over God's love for me and feeling his love. God's love like thundered into my life and took over, and I was like a baby swaddled in his arms. And over these few months, you know, the rest of September, October, November-ish, I had peace and stability that the kind that I had always wanted, or I was settled. Things weren't just upsetting me all over the place, like on the internet, like getting upset on things on the internet and what people say. I knew that God was in control and that he's the vindicator of all things. It was all just very big. Oh, the paper. But after a few months, like now we're getting into November, December, I start picking up the law of attraction again and try reconciling it, okay, with Jesus, with God, with the Holy Spirit, thinking like your instinct is Holy Spirit. Like I was trying to put them together. I was trying to blend them. And I had the most absolutely horrifying, breathtakingly horrifying panic attacks I ever had. And it took about 6 months, come like late winter, that I started reading the Bible and going to a church and getting to know God and getting to know who he is and the details of him. And at that point, I was done with New Age completely and forever. Like, no more law of attraction, all the books gone, everything gone, all the crystals gone. Sorry guys, no crystals here. You can't have any. And the panic attacks stopped. That was the end of it. I did not continue to have panic attacks after that. And went on to have a very solid, wonderful journey with the Lord ever since. And it'll be coming up on 5 years. So that's pretty much the elaboration, the expansion, you know, video of that one moment. Oh, I know I had to go back and forward a little bit in the story, but that was it. The beauty of it was that this isn't me doing anything. This isn't me figuring things out. This is the love of a father, a father's love. And Father's Day's coming up, so how nice. And that he does love us and protect us and bless us and provide for us like a father. And that all the stuff I was trying to do wasn't really great anyway. The things he's shown me and the things that I am blessed with by him is much better. Although there was a lot of arrogance back then, and now I really value, you know, love and caring and the joy of the things I already have. That was a big thing, was like starting to really appreciate the little things that I had instead of looking at things and being like, oh, I wish this was like this. Oh, so going on a little more about the big event. I guess that's it. But no, God took over, you know, and that was the other thing. I never like said the sinner's prayer or asked Jesus to help me or save me. It was very, not like all the other stories. This one was a little different. Like he just came in. Sometimes you hear that story. He just like came in and took me and took over himself. And as my upbringing stories show, it was kind of a matter of time. So I'm coming in the close of 10 minutes. I got it in. God bless you. God's exaggerated blessings of love on you. And if you don't know Jesus, I pray that you would call out to him and he will answer you. Sometimes not right away, but he's listening and he will answer you in a way you know it's him. All right. Have a happy summer. See you next time.